We are back, baby. It is the start of the cyclocross season. So race 1 today, racing the Wessex down in the New Forest. And most importantly, the Rocket is whipping up some epic pancakes to get us fueled for the session. Actually, I'm whipping these up. Let's pretend I'm whipping these up.
But you're
I'm
not.
whipping up some epic pancakes. But it is race time and I'm excited to get back racing cross after not getting to race it last year. So it's going to be wicked fun and we're going to get after it. Oh, and the breakfast of champions or mid-packers is served and we are good to go. Oh Christ, a bit close. Go on, Ali. Go on, Ali. And we are here, the sun is shining and the course is extremely grassy, so no mud. Sun's out and Gravel Granny is racing, yet I'm calling her Ali because I don't want any of the other females to think I'm calling them a granny. When the field split up a bit. She was flying though. Come on, Ali, close that gap. Power! Woo!
She closed the gap.
She fucking bombed it up there. Come on, Ali, get back on that group. You're flying. Come on, Gravel Granny, put the hammer down. A full course inspection and I can confirm zero mud at cyclocross. Lots of painful grass to cycle through. And they are tanking it, these females. They're rapid. Oh, there's hurdles. Hurdles, now we're talking. The Rocket's interested now, this is her domain. The skills section. Go on, Ali.
Come on, you can do it.
Come on, Ali, smashing it. Last little bit. Oh, who'd have thought it? Sun cream at cyclocross. Oh, I've done my legs. Come on, I've got personal sun cream flayed. Bloody hell. Covered in sun cream. Right, I'm going to go and do a practice lap. I've got this new mount. It is half GoPro mount, half gag thing. What do I look like? Good?
No, you
So hopefully...
look like an idiot and you're going to have dribble all coming down.
So hopefully I can get some footage of the course. So I didn't get much footage because it is a bit of a gag.
What
like
happened?
I couldn't breathe because I was trying to obviously go around quite fast race pace. I think it's more for casual riding because I was like, and then when I was freezing out,
Oh, George, that's
it was falling out my mouth. But pre-race meal, more pancakes. You can never have enough pancakes, and then it's race time. Here we go then, the main event, the race start, and I had an absolute shocker of a start. So I missed my pedal twice and I was probably like mid-pack by this point, and I knew now that I was going to have to burn some matches to build back up through the pack. So it was absolutely full gas as expected, like all excited little kids doing a bike race, absolutely pinning it off the start. So I think coming through this bit, which was just after the start, I was about 19th, 20th. But I knew now I was going to have to burn some matches, and out of nowhere I just decided to ping it and go past people, and I paid for it. So in this position here I'd built up to about 9th place and I was in the hurt locker and we're on lap 1. So I just spent like the next sort of 10-15 minutes trying to recover a little bit, and it was relentless, this course. There was no stopping. So matey in first was just absolutely night and day ahead of us all, and then we come through after. But so after this it sort of came together in a bit of a group. There was probably about 8 of us that all sort of joined in one big group that were racing around, and it was a weird race, like the whole way through. Like this was it here, so 8 of us all sort of come together, and the groups kept like mixing. So like I'd say I was relatively better on the corners, but I was struggling like power wise on the flat sections, just absolutely killing me. So this was the big group we got into, about 8 of us all battling it out. It was good fun, just like that's the good thing about cross. You can have little battles all around the course, rather than it don't really matter if you're in first place because you're still battling with all these guys. But yeah, so it kept mixing up, and then like a couple would pull away because they were absolutely pinning it on the flat sections, and then I was just really relying on the corners to catch back up. But this was all of us in like a massive chain gang. Here I got absolutely chopped when I got back on the bike. You like see the end of it here, come over, boing, and I've just shouldered him back online. But yeah, so it started to split up a little bit, and at this point I was just absolutely hanging on for dear life. So it split, then it went back together, and towards the end it came back together. There was probably like 2 laps to go. All of us come back together, and I think everyone was looking round just absolutely in the hurt box. It was fast, dry, like just needed a drink the whole way. But anyway, so it comes back together, and then everyone was sort of like thinking, oh, who's gonna pin it? And I honestly couldn't even tell you where it came from, but out of absolutely nowhere I found the energy just I think it's my fastest lap of the race. I just absolutely pinged it out of nowhere. I couldn't believe it after, but heart rate hit max. But yeah, these were the sections I was struggling through. Just there was like a long drag. There was like 3 long grass drags, and they were just like torture on the legs. And some of these boys putting down some serious power up there, and you were just like either sitting in, clinging on, or praying. But yeah, so out of nowhere, you can see the group just behind me there at the finish. Somehow I managed to pull away. I don't know how, but a great result. Oh, that was bloody brutal. Had a mouth like Gandhi's flip-flop. It was hot, wasn't it? It's got to be like 25 degrees. Yeah. No drink for an hour. Finished 11th, so just outside top 10. Pleased with that, because I had like 0 expectations. I'd done a hero lap on the last one, didn't I? Look at my saddle, I don't know if it'll show. Lap 1, literally went over a bump, my fat arse planted on it, and it was pointing down like that the rest of the ride. And I was like, the Rocket had already warned me, don't ask me to go and get your spare bike, because I'm not doing it. So I was just like, just ride. But that was horrendous, because it was like a road race. There was no mud, and it was just flat and grassy, really hard. Oh, I'm done. Also, I literally had the worst start ever, didn't I? I was gridded near the front, and after about 50 metres, I think I was right near the back. I was like pretty much last place.
No, you weren't last, you were in the middle. I think you might have
felt good as last place. Don't like play it down, Sarah.
No, I'm not, but I'm just saying you weren't as bad. It didn't... Okay,
it was whatever. Last place. Let's pretend it was it felt like last place, because I missed my pedal about 4 times, and then you know when you miss it and you like fall forward and you're basically eating your flipping stem. That happened. Top skills, so practice to come on that. Race starts. And that is a wrap. Wicked to be back racing cyclocross. Absolutely loved it, even though it was painful. And now recovery time. I said to the Rocket, no, I want something healthy. And she was like, no, I want a Papa John's. So this is completely her fault. But
you didn't have to eat it.
Well, it was sort of like, do you want a Papa John's? I was like, no, I don't want a Papa John's. But it looked like I was having a day of like just eating pancakes. So I am eating something else. The fuel of champions. But that is a wrap. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one for more cyclocross.